Good afternoon to you. We will continue with the economy, fiscal policy. We have seen first part and second part. We are now coming to third part. In the third part, we will see different kinds of deficits. We have seen primary receipt and secondary receipt, primary expenditure and secondary expenditure. Now we will see the various kinds of deficits one by one. One by one, we will see the deficit. First, revenue deficit. What do you mean by revenue deficit? Revenue deficit is nothing but revenue expenditure minus revenue receipt. Very simple. What is that? Revenue expenditure minus revenue receipt is called revenue deficit. Again, I repeat, revenue expenditure minus revenue receipt is called revenue deficit. There cannot be any confusion. Next is effective revenue deficit. This is confusion. This is the point of confusion. Effective revenue deficit, ERD. What is that? This is very simple. Again, revenue deficit minus the grants given to the state and other bodies like PSUs for creation of asset, that is for productive work. See, in the what is called the effective revenue deficit, the revenue deficit minus the grants given. I have told you what is revenue deficit. Revenue expenditure minus revenue receipts. In this revenue deficit, some part we might have given to the state as a grant, as for creation of capital assets. Understand? There is a revenue deficit, revenue expenditure minus revenue receipt. Now, in this, if you analyze how this has come, we might have given in the revenue expenditure some portion of money to the state for creation of assets, through some programs, productive work. So that you minus it. So revenue deficit minus the grants given to the states and other bodies like public sector unit for creation of asset, that is for productive work. Now remember, important from the examination point of view, this concept was introduced in Union Budget 2011-12, recommended by Rangarajan Committee. So 2 points examination point of view, 11-12 budget and recommended by Rangarajan Committee. You should understand that this part of revenue expenditure is due to the transfer of fund public grants to the states for developmental activities and not for non-productive activities. This money has given to the states as a grant. But what for? For their program implementation. It is also a national plan. So, for their capital assets, we have given, central government has given the money. So, that you minus it from the revenue deficit. Then what is balance is called effective revenue deficit. So, the real revenue deficit is the effective revenue deficit, for which the government is responsible. So that we have to find out why you deduct the amount given to the state. What is the balance? You will come to know whether what is the real expenditure incurred by the central. That is the effective revenue deficit. Now, what is capital deficit? Very simple. Capital expenditure minus capital receipt. Capital expenditure minus capital receipt is capital deficit. Okay. Then what is budget deficit? Budget deficit is very simple. Total expenditure minus total receipt. What is budget deficit? Total expenditure minus total receipt. What is total expenditure? Revenue expenditure plus capital expenditure minus and what is total receipt? Capital receipts plus revenue receipt. So the total expenditure minus total receipt is called budget deficit. Now let me remind you that we have already seen in the last class what is primary receipt and what is secondary receipt. Total receipts minus market borrowing is primary receipt. That is, this amount is actually earned by us. So, primary receipt. Why we call this as a primary receipt? Because this amount, that is, which is the primary receipt, which is the secondary receipt, total receipts minus market borrowing is the primary receipt. Why we call this primary receipt? This amount is actually earned by us. That is why we call this as primary receipt. Market borrowing is secondary receipt. Why secondary? Because this is not earned by us. It is a borrowing which has been borrowed. So it is a secondary receipt. Remember this point. Similarly, total expenditure minus interest payment is primary expenditure. Total expenditure minus interest payment is primary expenditure because this money is spent for the country. This money is spent for the country. On the other hand, interest payment is the secondary expenditure. Why? Because this is an imprudent expenditure. This is an imprudent expenditure. For the loan you have taken, we are paying interest. So, this is an imprudent expenditure because of our imprudence which compelled us to take loan. Now, come to fiscal deficit. I have given you the overall picture about this. Now, we are coming to the fiscal deficit, which is very, very important. What is fiscal deficit? Fiscal deficit is total expenditure minus primary receipt. Understand? I have already told you what is primary receipt. What is primary receipt? I have already told you what is primary receipt. Primary receipt is what is called primary receipt is that the amount is actually earned by us. So we have already seen what is primary receipt and what is secondary receipt. Total receipts minus market borrowing is the primary receipt. So now fiscal deficit is total expenditure minus primary receipt. In other words, total expenditure minus total receipts plus market borrowing. Total expenditure minus total receipts plus market borrowing is fiscal deficit. Alternatively, budget deficit plus market borrowing is fiscal deficit. Again I repeat, budget deficit plus market borrowing is fiscal deficit. Again, fiscal deficit is total expenditure minus primary receipt. Total expenditure minus primary receipt. That is, fiscal deficit is total expenditure minus within bracket total receipts minus market borrowing. So now understand, you should have understood fiscal deficit. Fiscal deficit, and if you analyze that, fiscal deficit is nothing but the market borrowing. Fiscal deficit is nothing but the market borrowing. How? That I will come later. Now, next is primary deficit. Primary deficit, very important. What is primary deficit? Primary deficit is fiscal deficit minus interest payment. Fiscal deficit minus interest payment on the previous loan. Primary deficit makes you to understand the economic health of the country during the current year. Supposing I borrow rupees 1000 and out of this I pay 500 rupees to pay the interest on the previous loan, which implies that I am in the debt trap. Why? Out of 1000 I paid 500 rupees towards the interest on my previous loan. Then where is the other? Only 500 is left for resources for other developmental expenditure. So I am in the debt trap. So primary deficit is therefore primary expenditure minus primary receipt. That is excess of primary expenditure over the primary receipt. We can also say primary deficit is fiscal deficit minus interest payment. Fiscal deficit minus interest payment. Remember, if primary deficit is close to zero, if primary receipt is close to zero, then we call this situation debt trap. Debt trap. If a country reaches debt trap, no country will give financial assistance. The country will be branded as prime borrower, subprime borrower. Now understand a few additional information. What is that additional information? Up to 2016-17, the expenditure were divided into plan expenditure, non-plan expenditure. With the abolition of Planning Commission, the distinction between the plan and non-plan has been abolished. Secondly, both revenue deficit and budget deficit are bad for the country. Revenue deficit is also bad. What is called budget deficit is also bad. Budget deficit is normally financed through sale of 91 days treasury bill by Government of India to RBI. So what was happening? The government will sell the 91 days treasury bill to the RBI, and the RBI will print currency, so that the more currency is printed and pumped into the financial system. This is called monetization of money. What is monetization of money? Budget deficit is normally financed through sale of 91 days treasury bills by Government of India to RBI, so that more currency is printed and pumped into the system. This is called monetization of money. So, in other words, the fraction of money which is financed through printing of fresh currency is called monetized deficit. What is monetized deficit? The fraction of money which is financed through printing of fresh currency is called monetized deficit. Now, remember, till 1997, underline, till 1997, Reserve Bank of India used to print on the basis of treasury bills the currency notes. Again I repeat, till 1997, Reserve Bank of India used to print money, currency notes, on the basis of treasury bills of 91 days to make good the budget deficit. But subsequently, an MOU was signed between the government and the RBI, discontinuing the monetization and to keep the budget deficit as zero. From 1998, budget deficit is zero. That is why we say fiscal deficit is equal to market borrowing. Why? Budget deficit is zero. Whatever deficit is there, it is made good through market borrowing. Now, to overcome the mismatch of receipt and expenditure, RBI has introduced what is popularly known as ways and means advance, under which RBI can provide loans on the basis of security to the government and repo rate, maximum for 90 days. Beyond this period, up to 10 days, extension can be given and the bank rate will be charged. And this is how ways and means advance. This I remember I have already told you once in the economy itself. Now we are coming to public debt. What do you mean by public debt? Market borrowing, both domestic and foreign debt put together, is called public debt. Public debt is nothing but domestic and foreign borrowing. So technically, market borrowing which result in public debt is a secondary receipt. The receipts which is not public debt is called primary receipt. In short, outstanding loans of the government is public debt. So then what is debt to service ratio? It is the equated monthly installment with reference to GDP multiplied by 100. If DSR, that is what is called debt to service ratio, DSR is more than 25%, it is bad. Up to 50%, it can be tolerated. Beyond 50%, the nation is economically in a dangerous situation. So, we have completed the fiscal policy. we will come with the again another topic. Thank you.